Hey, my name is Phil from legitmarketingreviews.com. In today's video, we're going to be looking at an interactive video software called Interactr Evolution. Now, in this Interactr Evolution review, I want to show you exactly what the software does, how it actually works, and by the end of this video, you should know if it's right for you. And just to let you know, there is a secret founders deal, so if you want to get Interactr Evolution at a discounted one-time price, make sure you check out the link in the description. Okay, so first of all, what is Interactr Evolution? It is an industry-first piece of video editing software that allows you to turn your existing videos into interactive videos. Now, this could be a different type of experience your users have ever had before, and it is proven to actually convert a lot higher. So what it can do basically is give your viewers different options when actually watching your videos. You could, for example, ask a question, provide a couple of options on the screen, and then the viewer is actually able to choose an option, and then you can redirect them to a different part of video or a different video completely. Now, this is amazing because not only can you add in buttons, but you can also add multiple options. You can add in opt-in forms, different types of text, as well as hotspots. So you can do so many different things. The only thing limiting you is really your creativity, and by the end of it, your viewer has had a personalized experience to what they're looking for, which hopefully converts them a lot higher. Now, that may be confusing, so what I'm actually going to do is jump behind the screen and show you how Interactr Evolution works. Okay, so first of all, we're going to start here at the Interactr Evolution website. What I want to do first is just show you the current pricing so you can understand what to see. And if you scroll right down here, if you use the link in the description, it's going to take you to the special founders offer, which is normally $197. You can get it for $77. And keep in mind, there is a 14-day money-back guarantee. So if it's not right for you, you can always refund. Now, the difference between the personal and the commercial licenses as well is you can get unlimited interactive videos inside of commercial. You can only get 3 in personal, so for $10 difference, you're going to get so much more benefit. Then once you have paid for everything and you're all ready to go, you will come to this page here and you'll be sent an email within the next 10 minutes with a username, password, and login link. Now, just before we continue, I just want you to be aware that there are upsells in Interactr Evolution, so I'll bring those on screen right now. Now, this I believe is up to date. This is the first commercial founders launch deal that I just showed you before, $77. Personal is $67. Now, there are a few extra memberships you can get if you wish. It's entirely up to you, and you still get more than enough from the initial Interactr Evolution. However, the Pro Edition is going to give you additional sort of features that you can use on top of your video, and I'll cover those. So before you make your decision, watch this video so you know exactly what you'll get with the Interactr Pro. Then the Agency Club is where you get a lot of local SEO templates, right? And you get to white label the actual platform itself, so it looks like it's your own one. So it's pretty good considering it's only $47 per month. Get a few clients under your belt and it's going to get you a lot of return. Finally, there's the masterclass, and to be honest, I don't know too much about that, so I won't be covering the masterclass today. So let's get into it. So first of all, this is the dashboard once you actually log in. On the left, we've got dashboard, projects, media library, agency, surveys, custom list, help and training, my account, and logout. Now, what I recommend you do is actually come to quick start first. You can follow this sort of demo inside of this video if you wish, and I'll try to be as thorough as possible. However, if you click on this, it's going to take you to a 1-hour video where you can learn more about Interactr. It's a very good video. I have just watched it, so that's basically taught me how to use it. But what we're going to do is go ahead and get started. So I'm going to click on projects, click on new project. And once we choose that, we're going to see here evolution templates. Now, there are 9 default ones inside of here. Keeping in mind, this is just going to give us a rough guideline of what we want to do with our videos. So what I'm going to choose for this one is actually multiple choice. You can have a preview here as well, where it's actually going to load the video and show you what it looks like. So here we just have a personal question, and then you can choose either cat, dog, or neither. And then from there, you can actually send people to different sort of videos or different links or things like that. Now, there is also the Evolution Agency Club. If you remember, I said earlier, there is a ton of local sort of niche templates, and I did mean a lot. So as you can see, there's, I'd say, probably 40 inside of here. So if you were to get clients in these different industries, you could quickly create videos using their content, but put them through this interactive video sort of process, and out they're going to get is an interactive video customized to their brand. So it's very, very powerful. So what I'm going to do for this particular example is actually create a blank project, and I'm going to build all the pieces from scratch. So I'm going to call this the YouTube course, right? And this can just be a YouTube course, right? You can create folders if you want to keep things nice and easy, but I'm going to go ahead, click on create. So now we've got our blank project. What we want to do right now is actually start uploading some media. Now, when you click upload new video, you've got some options. You've got upload a video, you've got add video from URL, you've got add stock video, which I should say right now is actually only available on the pro version. They are premium stock content, so it would usually cost a little bit more. And then you've finally got from library. So what I'm going to do is pause the video and upload a few videos. Okay, so now we have 4 videos inside of here that I've literally just shot, so I can show you basically what I would do in terms of a course. And what we want to do is actually choose one to start with. So I'm going to add this one in here, which I know is my intro video. And then inside of there, we can actually drag in the remainder, right? So I'm going to drag all of these videos in here, so they're all good to go. Now, what I've done is basically shot 3 videos sort of courses. So this one's going to be about email marketing. This one's going to be about sales funnels. This one's going to be about websites. I believe it's in that order. It might be reverse order. And then this is going to be the introduction. So now I want to link them. So let me show you how to do it. So I'm going to double click on the first video. And now we have all the different elements we can use, and we also have access to our interaction layer. So if you want to use elements, that's entirely up to you. Basically what that means is you can drop single individual elements on top of your screen, or if you want to use what's called an interaction layer, this is going to automatically appear at the end of your video. And if you click on it, here are some templates that you can possibly use. Now don't worry about the names or the content inside of it, it's just to sort of show you the layouts you could use. So this one's like 4 little buttons inside of here, and you can click on each individual one, or you can have 50-50, or you can have 4 at the top, or you can have 2 in the middle. So don't necessarily worry about what's actually on it. And just to give you another piece of insight, these are only available on the Pro plan. So if you want to use one of these, that's entirely up to you. For this example though, I'm actually going to use individual elements. So what I've done in this video, let me just play it for you. Hopefully you can hear it. This is just an example of what a course might be. So go ahead and choose an option on your left. Okay, so I've given these people the sort of instruction to choose an option on the left. So what I'm going to do is show you these different options that we can use. First of all, we've got what's called a hotspot. Basically, it just means it's a spot on the screen where people can click and then an action is going to happen. So what we can do first is name it. I'm not going to bother because I'm not going to use it, but I'm just going to show you can do it. You can also create groups of elements if you wish. Good for managing your creatives. But I'm going to go ahead, click next, and one option you'll see is pause video when shown. So it means when this particular element is on screen, do you want the video to pause? But I'm not going to choose it for this example. And on click, you can either play node, which is another video, or you can open a URL or skip to a certain time in the video. So that's how it basically works. Most people will choose either a URL or a node. For an example, I can make this go to video 2. So I'm going to click on done. And now this particular spot here is going to redirect people. But unfortunately, it looks pretty stupid having that there. So I'm going to delete it. And instead, I'm going to choose a button. So for the button, same exact thing once again. So you can choose groups for them. But what you want to do inside of here, element appearance, is create a button. So inside here, we have got our text. We can choose the button length that we want. And you can also double click to edit the text. So I'm just going to put inside of here, email marketing, right? Click on next and then pause video when shown. I'm just going to leave it. And then it says here on click, do nothing. What I'm actually going to do is play node. And the node I am going to use is going to be node 3. Okay, so I'm going to click on done. And now this is ready to roll. Now what you can actually do is make it longer or shorter. So as you see, I talked about click the button on or choose an option from the left. So an example of what a course might be. So go ahead and choose an option on your left. So I've just said left here. So I'm going to drag this out a little bit. So it's going to appear there. And then that looks pretty good. Now, what I can actually do, as I'm going to be using this particular button a few times, I can go ahead, press back, drop another one in, and go on to next, and appearance, I can just do copy, right? So copy button 1, click next, next again, and what I can do is choose node, and that will be video 2, and I'll click done. Now it's a duplicate of the same one, but what I can do is actually edit the text live. So let's just say this is going to be about sales funnels, right? Ooh. So that's pretty good. And now finally, I will do one more, just make sure everything's aligned like so. Okay, so I'll go back one more time, drop it in, same thing again. Next, I'm going to copy button like so, and click on it again, and I can even edit it inside here if I want. Building websites, right? So click on next, and that can play node 2, right? Or is that going to be node 1? It might be node 1. So I'll click node 1, go done. And now we've got 3 options here, right? Now there are other options you can do inside of it. You can change all the node and everything here as well. So that should be node 1, that should be node 2, that should be node 3. So it's all good. Just drag this out a little bit. Okay. And if you come down, you can see all the different spacings, roundings, width, all that sort of good stuff, in and out. So it all looks pretty good. So let's go back. Let's play it one more time and see what it looks like. Maybe just from here.
Choose an option on your left.
Bang. So there's all your options, right? I could even maybe stretch them out a little bit closer. So to here, right? And I think I'm pretty happy with that. There's also a grid if you want to be really, really accurate with how everything's labeled and how everything's spaced. So look at that. So that's pretty cool. So I'm going to go ahead, click save, go click publish. And now I'm going to go back to my screen. Now you'll see it's automatically already linked these all together, right? So if I go into the screen and actually press preview project, this is going to show me the entire project so far. So it's going to take a few seconds to render, and then we're going to go ahead and press play.
This is just an example of what a course might be. So go ahead and choose an option on your left.
So that's pretty cool. Now I'm going to click on email marketing. It's going to take me to the email marketing video.
Okay, so let's get started with email marketing. Now, first of all, I have left a cheat sheet that's going to allow you to get lots of resources. Go and check it out here.
See that? Now I've had a call to action here for a cheat sheet. So let's go ahead and create it. So far so good. Let's edit this video here. So we talked about a cheat sheet that people can download. So I'm going to do the same thing once again. Create a new button, text inside here. So I'm going to put download cheat sheet. All right, like so. Next, element action. I'm going to just do nothing, and on click, I'm going to open URL, and let's just say it's going to my website for now, but obviously you'd go to the cheat sheet, right? Open a new tab, click on done. And now we can find out where I actually mentioned the cheat sheet, and we can leave it to play. So about here. So when they say, right, so we'll pull it about here. That's cool. That looks good. So if I click save, once again, publish and preview, this is what it looks like.
Okay, so let's get started with email marketing. Now, first of all, I have left a cheat sheet that's going to...
Boom, click on that, open new tab, and there is where your link is, right? So it's working extremely well. So that is that one done. We can keep going back and doing the same thing for each one, right? Very, very cool. Now, just to show you some other examples of these elements that you could use, you've also got here text, right? You can drop in a text module, and the text is just a normal text thing, right? It's just going to pop up with some text, so I'm not going to really worry about that one. We've got here dynamic text. Now, this one is pretty interesting because you can add in values. So if you say take an opt-in form that gets people's names, you can actually add it so you can replace it with their names. See here, parameter text here. Instead, you could actually write something like, if you collected their names, you could be like, hey, glad you are here, right? And this could be from, say, parameter could be first name. So, hey, Phil, glad you are here. And you can add that to, like, say here. So it looks quite custom, right? If you've got your person's name inside of an interactive video. So that's pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool. I'm going to delete that. Next, we've also got email. This is an opt-in element you can actually add. So I'll create a new one. Looks good, right? And this integrates directly with third-party autoresponders. So I'm going to click on integration settings just to show you. So integrations using Zapier, so majority of autoresponders will be there, but you've also got MailChimp, Aweber, SendLane, ActiveCampaign, and GetResponse. So there's loads inside of there, right? So I'm going to come back to this course, come back to this training. That's where it is. You can edit things the same as well. So I'll delete that. We've also got here custom HTML, so you can put in different embeds and things like that. We've got image, pretty straightforward, and then we've got what's called pop-up. Pop-up's quite interesting, so you could drag that in, just call it pop-up 1. And what you have here is templates. Now there's maybe a pro feature, I'm not 100% sure, as I've only just purchased pro, nothing else, but you can choose these different templates inside of here. They could be call to action, lead generation, follow me type things, but I'll add in this one just to give you an example of what it looks like, right? So you could say something like this.
Okay, so let's talk about sales funnels. Now, if you want to get a list of share funnels that you can use directly into your account, make sure you get the share funnels through the button here.
Something like that, right? So that's pretty cool. Yeah, so that's all the elements inside of here. You can also edit the interaction layer the same exact way. But overall, it's pretty cool. So once you've done everything, once everything's ready to roll, what you want to do is publish changes. So this is a pretty cool sort of scenario right now. I've got a training on email marketing, a training on sales funnels, a training on building a website. So if someone comes to this one video, they can get loads of different information on different topics, right? So it's all pretty cool. So once you've finished, once everything's done, you can come along to the next tabs at the top. First one is chapters. And what chapters basically means is once we finally get to the publishing phase, in the video player, there's going to be a little button at the bottom right, which is going to allow people to actually skip to certain videos. So if you wanted to do that, you can press use as chapter, turn them all on, and I'll show you what it does. First of all, we'll just name it. So 4 is going to be the intro. Chapter 3 is going to be email marketing. Right, so video 2 is going to be sales funnels, and video 1 is going to be building a websites. Right, now publish changes, make sure you always click publish changes. If we go to publishing, we have here enable chapters. So if I go down here, press play, you're going to see this little chapters button, and if I click on that, it's got all the different videos inside of the series, right? So people can also just jump to them if they'd prefer to. And you can actually choose which ones you want to be in there. You could just press turn off chapters and they're not going to appear. So it's pretty cool. Now we're pretty much done. There's also things like autoplay. We've also got different colors for the play buttons, everything like that. What I'm actually going to do is copy this entire embed code. You can also just click it and it's going to copy it as well. So I'm going to copy that, and what I'm going to do is open up a website and show you what it looks like. Okay, so I've just added an HTML form to an Elemental template that I've just used from Astra Pro theme. So I'm just going to go ahead and paste that code inside of there. You'll see it's gone and embedded it. So I'm going to go ahead and press update, and let's go have a look what it actually looks like on a live website. So that's all been done. This is the page. I'll go and reload it, and now, here's the video. As you can see, it's really quick to load as well.
This is just an example of what a course might be, so go ahead and choose an option on your left.
So here's all of these. I'll choose the bottom one this time to mix it up.
Okay, so let's talk about websites. Now, websites are going to be the hub of...
So it all works very well. Very, very stoked. So that's basically it, guys. That's how Interactr works. It's a very, very powerful tool. After you've finished everything inside of here, you can also come to sharing. Now, this is going to show you lots of different pieces, like you can use the Interactr page to actually show the video. So I'll show you what that looks like, just so you get an idea. So here is like the share thing here, just hosted on Interactr. Nothing too special, but you can use it there. You can also show other videos on the share page and allow comments, things like that. And you've also got all different share buttons for the different platforms. We've also got analytics. So you can see, as I've just published it, all the people, the impressions, the plays, the playthrough rate, which is quite cool. And then finally, we've got settings. You can choose all the meta information, like the name, the description, project folder, and the font. You can also add in a Facebook pixel. So that's basically it, guys. Very easy. Once again, if you want to just jump ahead and use a template, there's plenty to choose from inside of here. Custom education, question gate, product education, A/B tutorial, like loads of them inside of here. Now also in media library is going to be where all of your uploaded videos are. On the agency dashboard I don't actually have, so I can't show you. Surveys are not quite out just yet, as the company's just launched not too long ago. Custom lists are for the agency plan, I believe. Help and training, there's loads of different training videos inside of here. And then finally, my account. Now there's a Facebook group as well. I've actually requested to join, but I've only just done it, so I haven't been accepted in yet. But if you ever need any help, there's also the support desk. So what I'm going to do right now is jump behind the screen. I just want to talk about a few extra things. Okay, so that was Interactr Evolution. Now, I have to say I'm a big fan of it. I've never seen anything like this before, and it is a first of its kind in the industry, so I think there is going to be a lot more of this in the near future. Once again, this is going to be great for me. I'm going to use it in courses. I believe it's going to be such a good benefit for my students, and I believe there is going to be a lot of good use cases in the future as well, especially for local niches. I think things like real estate or maybe clothing, things like that, they can sort of integrate this to make a really good interactive video sort of funnel, I guess you could say. Overall, I'm a big fan. I give it a big thumbs up. Once again, if you want to check out Interactr Evolution, check out the link in the description for the founder discount. But apart from that, I hope you've enjoyed this Interactr Evolution review. If you have, make sure you smash that thumbs up button. And if you haven't yet, hit subscribe. Loads of good videos in the near future. That's it from me. I'll see you on the next one.